Ian O'Brien, YSN Live, here with Pad McCarthy, number 63, offensive lineman and defensive lineman for the Ursuline Irish. Pat, first of all, thank you for coming on. We haven't had a lineman on yet.
Thanks for having me.
So let's talk real quick. Last Friday, big game against Austintown Fitch. You guys went off of a blocked field goal, high-scoring game. A good bounce-back win for you guys, too, since you guys lost to Charlotte in Week 3. Talk about just how big that win was and just how tense it got.
Oh, it was super important, especially with the local team like that. The team as good as Fitch was, I feel like that's what we really needed to get back on track, was to be able to come back to a local team, because we've been on the road for most of the season so far with Hickory and Charlotte. And I feel like it was really important to get a win against a good local team.
And looking back now, let's go a little bit off that and go a little bit to the past over here. You've been, of course, here since 2018. Of course, you've been through all the coaching changes, the ups and downs. What became like your strong point in your career so far?
For me, I think it's my dedication. After the first two seasons, there were a lot of people going, "Oh, do I leave? Do I come back?" There were people quitting. But I tried to stick through it, and then I've also tried to dedicate myself to bettering what I do. And I've been focusing really hard on trying to improve my game personally, and that's kind of what I've kind of prided myself in, is sticking through it, making sure I'm getting better myself, just not wasting time with me, not wasting time with me, not wasting reps in practice.
Of course, we got a lot of experience on the line this year, a few younger guys here too. What if they learned from you in their early days here at Ursuline?
I feel like they've kind of learned the same thing of being dedicated with staying focused, with staying not wasting rep, not wasting practice, not wasting time. With me and Brian, we started the same year, but with the other guys, they've kind of followed in our footsteps. I feel like they've kind of learned lessons that we've kind of upheld throughout the past couple of years.
And real quick, also, we got to talk about now. One of your guys who are related to you, Padraig McCarthy. He played with me throughout Ursuline. Was a really good, talented player. Did he teach you really anything before you came here, really about Ursuline? What to expect?
We played different positions, so it's nothing really position-wise. He taught me, but he really did teach me he's the one that taught me, don't waste the time that you have. You're only gonna have 4 years and then it's over. You gotta make the best of what you have.
And speaking of which, we also, when you get to that position, you want to model yourself after some certain player. Who do you model as an offensive defensive lineman? Who do you model yourself after? Who do you watch and you say, "Wow, I kind of want to be like him"?
The player that I model myself most often is obviously Quentin Wilson. He's the best, arguably. He's definitely the best guard in the game, arguably the best offensive lineman.
And let's go a little bit now back to the family. Actually, let's go real quick now to Warren Harding this weekend. Tell you what, they have a quarterback, Don Foster, of course, committed to Syracuse, really talented quarterback, also going for receiver too, super fast. How do you guys, plan to stop him both, especially on that defensive side?
We just have to stick to what we're being coached. If we're not really trying to be the hero, if we're just doing our job, I feel like we can win the game. It's only when we try to do our own thing, we go rogue. We try to be the hero, but we end up missing tackles, we end up missing blocks, and they make big plays. They hit us for big losses, and that's how it goes for me.
And finally, Pat, I'm asking all the senior citizens here because it's an important year, but once the school year ends, once the season ends, what do you want to be remembered as when you leave Ursuline High School?
I just want to be remembered as Pad McCarthy. Just want to be remembered as myself. He was part of this, he was part of that. I just want to be remembered as Pad.
All right, Pat, that's Pad McCarthy, everyone. Ursuline Irish, number 63.